Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-armed guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
And Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Larry Ogunjobi gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
38-yard line.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 9 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 42-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3rd and 1.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
45.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
And a Mexico City first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, and he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They run. This is Cohen. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
First down, a run with Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss, Landed right in his
Brings
lap.
up 3rd and 11.
They're running it.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Golden Eagles 3, Packers nothing.
Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
3-3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
46-yard line.
A second broken tackle, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Is no good. The score remains tied.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Love from the gun. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Mexico City first down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Left side complete to Lockett. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8.
Garoppolo now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. And this one's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going back to Love. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2 yards.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
At the 18-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw on third down. Love. Oh, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Jordan Love.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10.
42-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Second down.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And it's third down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Brings up second and 4.
Love now. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Jordan Love sacked.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run it again with Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Love from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Packers! David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 more yards. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Under pressure, and he will go down.
Jordan Love
sacked back at the 46. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Packers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Over the middle, complete. That's Vargas. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Mexico City.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33.
A gain of 15. First down, Golden Eagles.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So now it's two straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the 46-yard
Again, it's Cohen.
line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On third down, Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Love's pass.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
51 the mic, boys, 51.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 21-yard line.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
On second down now. It's Cohen. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over first down and 10. At their own
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you... Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off near the 32. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the
back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
56. Check 56. Hey, let's get them hoes.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
48-yard line.
51's the mic, boys. 51. He's scared. Switch.
On the handoff, it's Cohen, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made right at midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark,